There's a belief that many spiritual seekers have that after the realization of no self, they should no longer ever suffer mentally or physically again. That somehow the bad moods, the low energy, the uncomfortable feelings of life should cease arising. And if they do, it means that something has gone wrong. Have you ever noticed this in yourself? You may deeply know that your true nature is awareness itself, that you're not fundamentally the body, not the stream of thoughts, not the personality, not even the emotional weather moving through the mind. And yet, sometimes you feel open, energized, peaceful, connected. But other times, you feel flat, heavy, irritable, anxious, tired, uninspired. And when this happens, a subtle question can arise. If I know that I am awareness, why do I still feel better sometimes than others? Shouldn't realization make me peaceful all the time? This is an important question because it reveals a very common misunderstanding on the spiritual path. And the misunderstanding is this: we unconsciously assume that realizing our true nature should produce a permanently pleasant experience in the body and mind. But that is not what awakening is. Awakening is not the achievement of a particular state. It's the recognition of that which is present before every state, during every state, and after every state. It's the dual recognition of that which doesn't come and go, awareness, as well as the recognition that that which does come will go. So a peaceful mood arises, and it's known. An anxious mood arises, and it's known. High energy is known. Low energy is known. Clarity is known. Confusion is known. So the content is always changing, but the knowing of it does not. For example, imagine the sky. There are times when the sky is clear, blue, open, and bright. And there are times when the sky is filled with dark clouds, wind, rain, even thunder. But the sky itself is not damaged by the storm. The storm appears within it. It moves through it, and eventually it dissolves within it. In the same way, your mood is weather. Your energy is weather. Your thoughts are weather. Your emotions are weather. They are movements within the body-mind organism. But they are not a measurement of your true nature. Awareness does not become anxious when anxiety appears. Awareness does not become depleted when the body feels tired. Awareness does not become depressed when a low mood arises. Those are all experiences appearing in awareness. And this is something we can understand intellectually, but in daily life, it's easy to forget. This is because the mind has the tendency to turn a fleeting spiritual insight into a permanent concept. It says, if I am truly awake, I should always feel peaceful. If I were really established in awareness, I wouldn't get irritated. If I truly understood non-duality, I would never feel low energy. But notice, what is happening here? The mind is creating an image of the awakened person. The mind imagines someone who is always serene, always luminous, always loving, always calm, always above the ordinary ups and downs of human life. And then it compares your actual living human experience to that image. But no image of awakening is awakening. Awareness is not an ideal personality. Awareness is not a constant emotional high. Awareness is not a permanently optimized nervous system. Awareness is what is here when you feel wonderful and what is here when you feel terrible. Now, in many ways, it is easier to recognize awareness when you feel peaceful. When everything is quiet, when the body feels good, when the mind is clear, it is easy to say, ah, yes, I am awareness. But can you recognize awareness when you feel contracted? Can you recognize awareness when you are exhausted? Can you recognize awareness when you are sad, frustrated, lonely, or overwhelmed? This is where the understanding becomes lived. Not by trying to get rid of those experiences, but by noticing this too is being known. This low energy is being known. This sadness is being known. This resistance is being known. And then you can ask a very simple question. This experience is here, but what is it that knows the experience? In other words, if tiredness is here, what knows tiredness? If anxiety is here, what knows anxiety? If dullness is here, what knows dullness? And then look carefully. Is that knowing itself tired? Is awareness itself anxious? Is awareness itself dull? Or is the tiredness appearing in something that is, in itself, untouched? Now, this does not mean we deny the human experience. It does not mean we become indifferent to our health, emotions, or needs. In fact, true understanding allows us to care for the body-mind more intelligently. Because when we are no longer using every mood as evidence of who we are, we can respond to it simply and compassionately. Maybe the body needs sleep. Maybe you've been overstimulated. Maybe you need proper food, movement, sunlight, rest, or time in nature. Maybe there's stress that hasn't been acknowledged. Maybe there's grief, fear, or an old emotional pattern asking to be felt. Maybe your nervous system is simply doing what nervous systems do, fluctuating in response to life. There's nothing unspiritual about this. A realization of your true nature does not erase biology. It does not erase conditioning overnight. It does not necessarily erase trauma, emotional habits, or the ordinary sensitivity of the nervous system. The body-mind continues to have its tendencies. It has its rhythms. It has its seasons. And those patterns may still be present even after a profound recognition of awareness. The difference is, they no longer become your identity. Before, you might have said, "I'm anxious." Now, perhaps you can see anxiety is present. Before, you might have said, "I am depressed." Now, you may respond with, "A low mood is appearing." Before, you might have said, "I have lost myself." Now, you may respond with, What I truly am can never be lost. The peace as a feeling came and went. The energy came and went. The sense of spiritual connection came and went. But the awareness in which all of that was noticed never came and went. And so the invitation is to see that your present mood says nothing about awareness. And when you do this, you give up treating a difficult state as proof that something has gone wrong spiritually. And again, this doesn't mean you don't respond to life's practical matters. Take care of yourself. Get support when needed. Honor your humanity. But you no longer demand that the body-mind become permanently pleasant in order for you to be free. Freedom is not the absence of difficult experience. Freedom is the recognition that no experience, however beautiful or painful, can define or confine what you are. So, the next time you feel low energy, heaviness, or emotional disturbance, pause. Instead of immediately trying to fix it, resist it, or interpret it as a spiritual failure, simply notice. This is here. It is being known. And the awareness that knows it is not dependent on it. And it never was.